Okay.
This.
What else?
This.
So you've got one set of figures right here. Maybe right here. That'd be cool, since you're not doing a lot else, right? But look at how much of this you got.
It's giant figures, so not that much.
And take a look. Almost all of it. It's all rough bark or dooba-dooba, right? It's just rough bark, right? Or I guess Roomba, right? Because you hold the note. What's that? Rough bark, bark. Rough bark crash, even, right? Dooba-dooba, dooba-dooba. Rough bark, bark. Rough bark, bark. A dooba-dooba. Rough bark.
Rough bark.
Easy peasy. So, this one's a piece of cake. Especially, like, if you're working on Spain and stuff.
That's actually better.
That's gonna be nothing. That's gonna be nothing
That's
for you.
all I can do on the A-train.
Yeah. So that one keeps changing. So luckily, it's not as hard now as it was going to be. So it was going to be blisteringly fast. And I kept telling him, I go, man, if you want the band to sound good doing this, you got to slow it down. And so we actually do the intro with the ding 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 ding. I was just doing sevens. Ding 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 ding. I was just doing that kind of thing. Very like YYZ sounding kind of a thing, right? But I was doing that, and then just a roll, and then da 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 ba 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 da, right? That's all it is now. So it's actually way easier now than it's been the past week and a half.
I was just doing that and I'm like,
yeah, don't worry about that. It's all Ellington tempo, so you don't have to worry about it. This is pretty ezy.
Yeah, I basically have that now.
You do some little setup each time right before they do these.
Why do I need to play B and A and B and why do I need to play this like?
Well, so here's the deal. You're not playing chord changes because you don't have chords. Hold on. You asked a question. So, but it's still important for you to know where you are. So that's why this stuff is all down here, so that you can keep track of where it is when somebody's taking a solo.
Yeah, so
that's all that is.
And then that repeats that.
So it's just these two. Repeat it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, look, a double bar, meaning it's an 8-bar phrase. Oh. Who would have saw that coming? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 6, so that one's a little bit trickier, right? Then that repeats 8 bars, 6 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
And in fact, 8 plus 6 is what?
14.
So yeah, it's like a 12-bar blues with a little hangout at the end, I guess. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everything is either an 8-bar phrase or 6.
Yay.
Yeah, so no big deal. But yeah, so even this. I think the only thing that's kind of tricky is this, but for you, I don't think it is. So if you just keep quarter notes, so you just kept quarter notes. Ding, 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 ding. Ba, 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 ba. Yep, that's it. No problem. So let's run through the easy ones like
I'm getting better at Spain.
Good. I want to make sure that we spend the most amount of time on the ones that are hard. So we'll spend probably most of our time on Ellington and on Spain. Okay, maybe some Manteca.
Yeah, Manteca, I just go from a little bit of songo to just time, because it's like, I get lost. So.
Yeah.
It's just going to be songo, a little bit of songo, and time. That's how I'm going to play this.
That's basically what Gabe is doing.
Songo time.
Chameleon is also going to be a piece of cake for you.
Yeah, Chameleon, it's pretty easy, just the solo part. It's 15 minutes.
Yeah, you don't have to play for 15 minutes. Well, they're not going to play for 15 minutes.
Okay. Chameleon is literally the songs.
Yeah, in fact, I don't think you have to, you know where they make that switch to the like, it's like halfway through. I'll show you. You don't even really have to do that. Oh, is it? There it is. So when they get to this. We don't get to this.
We don't.
They're just vamping forever because this keyboard player could just play for hours with just coming up with stuff and whatever. He's really, really super good. So
It's not Chick Corea?
it's Herbie Hancock. Chick Corea is also, or was, he died, right? I think so. Yeah.
When was this book?
When did this come out?
Yeah.
I don't know. We could look after we're done. I don't want to use class time for it. But yeah, for the most part, you get this under control, you're good to go. I'm so nervous. Right now, like the guys that I'm working with at the high school, they're struggling to keep that groove together. So for you to be embellishing and doing all this crazy stuff, it's like, what a relief. So if you're comfortable enough to be doing all that, then you're gonna be fine. Okay. Granted, that is a little bit too busy for the band, right? You can have some sections where you can do that, or you can sprinkle that in small doses. But yeah, if you were playing like that the whole time. Okay.
Excuse me.
get the idea, right? That was your first time ever hearing it. You're chilling, right? Yeah, I'm not worried about that one for you.
Also, how many Blue Monks are there?
That's the thing about jazz. So someone writes this song, it becomes a standard, and then once it's a standard, everybody's playing it, and they've all got different versions of it and whatever.
I want someone to do that and just metal.
Okay, here we go. Just a bunch of dooba-dooba. So, that's the biggest thing. First of all, they're going to go way, way, way down here, even more than the recording. So for me, I think either cross stick or ghost notes or not at all for the first set. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Very, very soft. Second time, bring it up. You can put a little energy into it. Third time, make it pretty good. But that's when you're gonna hit. That's the explode up at the top. So see, that's still too big. That's only the middle, right? Don't go too big in the middle. So the first two, or the first one, very small. Medium. Bigger. There you go. Yeah. So you have dooba, 4, 1, 2, 3. Ba-da-da-da. So that's how long you have. You can do, you can put a quick 3, 4 in there. Got some kind of thing like that. You could just have got triplets, something like that, right? But you want to fill this space as well. So it doesn't say fill here, but if you can fill this space and let the band know when they're supposed to come back in, that was what we were struggling with in rehearsal today. Is that I could get them to hit this dooba up here at the top, but then both of the other two drummers are looking at me like I have no idea where to come back in, and it's like then the band was kind of like and they would just come back in. So it was really sloppy and all over the place. If you did something that was really clean, da ba doo ba ba digga 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 na na na, something like that would be just super clean, super easy for the band to recognize, and then you're good to go.
How long are the rehearsals?
Tuesday nights they are 2 hours. You don't have to play the whole time. Obviously, it would be good for you.
I know, but
and we have 2 drum sets. So what will happen is one of 2 things. Either you'll be at one drum set and I'll be at the other one, or I will have the high school student who's supposed to be playing on the song and you on the other one, and I'll be standing behind you guys and kind of mostly working with them because I kind of imagine
you
you'll have it.
trust me?
Yeah, and then when you have a question, you just get my attention. I'll come over. Hey, what's this? You know, what chart are we doing? What? And then I'll answer your question. I'll help you out. If I see you struggling, I'll come over. I'll help you out. No big deal. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm gonna take you through the bridge one more time, and then we're gonna move on from this one. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time on this one. I think you can do it. Just try to give me something that's really clean right here. It doesn't have to be fancy. Yeah, but make it very clear where the beat is supposed to come back in. Well, I mean, louder is not more clear, right? So, again, not about volume, it's about letting the band know, pop, da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? They need to know. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, well, good. So if you don't know either, then that means you can feel it. You can feel what the band is feeling. I'm not really sure. So, listen. So again, a reminder, don't get too loud too fast. It's still not metal. So crack, like in the medium section is like, whoa, take it easy. Okay, I know, you're not a jazz drummer. I know. But all you need, look, 4, 1, 2. So 3 beats worth of a fill. So if you want to come up with a fill that takes 3 beats, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, and then beat 3, just do a flam. Even if you wanted to do 4, that would be like the easiest thing you could do. Do you know how to do buzz roll?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. Press roll.
Even if you don't, okay. If you don't know how to do it, then you can just do triplets. Dooba, 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3. Start low and get big. Yeah, that would be crystal clear. So you have da da da, ba da ba, da ba, ba do ba. 4 triplet, ba. 4 triplet, ba. Triplet, ba.
Alright.
Okay. I'll mimic it on the hi-hat. that's the spot to practice. Everything else you're pretty good at doing, okay? And I still want you to think like a jazz drummer. I did tell you to get bigger, but yeah, we're still
I got bigger.
too big. Too big.
I'm a rock drummer.
Too big. I know, but you can't. That's not an excuse. Okay?
It is my excuse.
Nope. All right, I want to make sure that we work on Spain, but let's talk
I
about.
want to Spain.
I know. Actually, I didn't know, but that's cool.
I want to Spain now.
Good. We don't need to do Night in Tunisia.
What? How many things am I supposed to do?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, Herbie Hancock is easy.
So, these ones are all. I heard Chameleon already. I don't need you to do Chameleon.
Spain.
Sure. Because we need to touch on Spain, Manteca, and Ellington. Those are the three that if something's going to go wrong, it's going to go on those.
Spain I'm okay with. It's just... It's fast.
It sure is,
Spain
bud.
vocals, so. If anyone can play like him, it's him.
Yeah. I considering the drummers that they have over there currently, I would not have picked Spain. But, alrighty. Actually, I got to skip a ways because there's a lot of vamping
1
up
minute
front.
something.
Okay, so right about 1:15. Okay, so you got about 7 seconds. First of all, great.
That is about 5,000 BPM,
So 5,000 BPM. So, a couple things. First of all, if you're in a pinch, that'll work just fine.
Yeah,
That will work just fine.
That's because that's the only thing I can do at that speed.
Well, you were playing the boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, boom.
That's a different section, something different. So
Well,
I would something.
they want you to play that for most of it. But again, if your leg gets tired and you start to feel like you're dragging and you're like crap, I don't know what to do, just drop back to that. As long as the band is hearing, at the end of the day they'll be fine. Even better, every extra little thing that you can add, even better, because the bass is going boom, 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 boom.
Do you guys have a keyboardist?
Yeah, but she's also been playing piano for about a week and a half, so.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a fun one.
Okay, so
I can't wait to record that.
here's a question. How do you expect anyone
Don't
to
worry
do
about
this?
it. I don't want to go over that.
Talk to him and say, cancel some of these songs.
Well,
no one can play them.
I've done my best. So the best thing to do is to try to simplify as much as we can. So here's the deal. Now you've got a chart, right? Ba ba da 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 ba 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 ba. 2 da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 da ba da da. A bunch of stuff. Ba 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 ba. 2 1 2 ba ba da 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 da. That's where it goes back, right? Because it's the first ending. So when you have ba ba, so at the end of this, got 1 2 da 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 2 1 a 2 and ba da 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 da. So that's what you're looking for because you have ba ba ba. Ignore beat 1, get beat 2, 1 2 1 2. So the biggest thing that's going to help the band, you have the sections,
Yay.
the mambo, the boom, 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 boom. You're
trying.
yes, and you're doing fine, but it can continue to get a little better the more that you work on it. Okay, for the sake of a rehearsal, it's good enough. But obviously, we want to perform the best that we can. So if you can get that a little bit faster, great. Okay, if you can't, you can always fall back on teacher.
I'm gonna keep that going for those sections, but that section where he's just kind of soloing, I'm gonna just
Okay, so
staying out of his way and
Yeah.
not doing all that.
well, the kids aren't soloing. So what happens is they go back into the melody here instead. So instead of him doing a bunch of solos and stuff, the kids go back into the melody. So basically this section down here is like this section with some extra stuff.
Ugh.
Okay? So no big deal. It'll be fine. I'll be there. Okay?
Can't imagine doing some. With
But
that.
here's the deal. The biggest things that they need, and this is the thing that my kids right now cannot provide them, is they can't feel this or this. These two bars, this bar right here, and these two bars right here, those are massively important. Why?
Because it gets you back into.
Yeah.
It transitions you. From,
They transition. Yeah. So those are the bars that transition into the different patterns.
It's like no
Even
one
me,
getting it.
I do a fill right here. Da 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 ba 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 doing da da ba 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 da ba da ba. I just do a little roll. Ba 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 da ba da ba ba ba. You know what I mean?
So how many kids are in this band?
Don't worry about it. That doesn't matter. That's not important to you. It could be one other kid for all I care.
Ooh.
The big thing is that you're gonna show up and you're gonna give at your
Everything
best.
I can.
Yeah, you're gonna show up and you're gonna give your best. Here's the deal. You're not performing in front of an audience. Okay?
You're the audience,
Sure.
basically.
Yeah, it's me, you, and Dad, really. If it goes well, then you get the added bonus of all the other kids in the class going, wow, this 10-year-old is killing it.
Also, he
But
has to buy
that's
me college.
also nice for you because if you feel like things aren't going well, then they won't really think twice about it. It's okay. You're 10. Are they going to come and give you a hard time when they can't play this either? If any of them walks up and even tries to make fun of you, it's like, you can't play this either. What are you doing? Because kids can be mean, right? I don't think they will. But all that to say is that everybody's having a hard time with this.
Whose parts am I playing?
It's not just you.
I know, but like these songs, whoever was working on these songs is gonna be like, really?
Angel
Everyone-
is working his butt off right now trying to get this thing.
Is he gonna be happy for a reprieve?
Like, for a chance to take a break and let you go? Maybe. But he's competitive too. So if you come in and you just like slay this thing, he's gonna, all right. Time to crank it up again. So he's competitive. So if he sees that you're doing really well, he's gonna like want to. He's not the kind that's gonna give up and be frustrated.
That's
okay?
a good thing.
Yeah.
That's like you.
It's good. It's good. It drives perfection. So that's the big thing, is if you can keep track of how to fill into the other sections. Again, the simplest things are totally fine because they're struggling too. If you pulled out some polyrhythm in here to get back into the first section, like rad, but the whole bit, no one's gonna hit that on the downbeat. If you're doing something crazy in here, they're not gonna know where this is. But if you're clean and just da ba 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 boom boom ba da, like you don't have to boom ba da da doon da doon. Little things.
Not just.
You don't need. You don't need any of that. Doesn't matter.
I have the sticks though. I have the sticks.
Yeah, but you don't have to. If you can, cool. As long as you don't dust the band, right? We've talked about that before.
Yes.
You gotta avoid dusting the band. And if they're all struggling, the best thing that you can do is make it easy for them to know where the transitions are. Because what happens right now is all of my other kids, they get to this, da 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 ba ba da ba ba da ba 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 ba, and they sit and they wait. Da 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 da, and then they try to jump in like halfway through this bar into here, and they jump in. So they're late because they can't feel that. So if you could provide that for the band, they're gonna love you for it. The horns are gonna go, oh my goodness, he's way easier to play with. That's probably, I think that's one of the best compliments a drummer can get, is that you are very easy to play with.
That would be good.
It's a good one.
The comment that Allie had, or what was her name?
Kira?
The bass player singer
Abby?
Abby had when you covered for Ryan after he broke his wrist. That very first practice.
I didn't hear it. What was...
You were the one who told us.
I don't remember.
I remember it better than you do.
Yep.
Yeah. She was very excited. She was so glad that you took it. She's like, oh.
I know where
Yeah.
I'm going to be playing because you knew the
Well,
song.
on that first practice, I had absolutely no idea
That's fine.
what I was doing. So.
Whether you know it or not, the point is if you can keep time in a way that's easy for the rest of the band to follow, they'll love you for it.
And if I
Because
can't-
again, the thing that I'm going to keep reminding you is that everybody's struggling with this. So the easier you make it by going, hey, here's the new section. Hey, here's a new section.
Can I literally just call that out?
But when you're able to do that with the music, here we go, it just becomes so much easier because they're trying to frantically count. And they don't, if you are playing and setting things up well, then they don't have to count so hard, which gives them a bit of a break, and then they'll love you for it. Yeah? So, same thing with Speak No Evil, right? What was the one section I told you in Speak No Evil? That transition from the end of the bridge. Ba-da-ba, 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 doo-ba-doo-ba, 2, 1, 2, ba-da-da-da. Right? So,
I wonder what songs I'm going to be doing on that day.
well, lately, all of our evening rehearsals, we've been going through the entire set list.
I was thinking, what if it was just Chameleon, Blue Monk, and like the easy?
Well, I'm hoping, here's my plan. If you're able to work on this weekend, I'd like to bring you in this Tuesday.
Which means
Today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, before.
5 days.
Mhm.
Hmm.
That's what I'd like.
With it raining, it's a good possibility.
If you can't, you know, at the end of the day, because your dad asked me the other day, he goes, well, what Tuesday are we going to do? I said, well, it depends on you, right? So here's the deal, though. The longer you wait, the less opportunity that you will get to come in and play. Because what's going to happen is once we hit March, oh, actually, there is no Tuesday night rehearsal next week. 'Cause they
I
have
was
the
say
whole week off.
I got a game anyways, so
Okay.
you said Thursdays, which worked better for me.
They do have rehearsals on Thursdays, but I have lessons until 7:30. I can't go in on Thursdays.
Not next week though, because I have the entire
Well,
week off.
what? Yeah, they have the whole week off next week. So
Okay,
unless they call a Tuesday night rehearsal, I don't think there is one. So it would actually be in 2 weeks, which means you've got a week and a half.
Yay!
Okay. But I really think that we should hit it that week.
Yep.
Whether it's Thursday without me or whether it's Tuesday with me, I think we should hit it that week because once we hit March, we're now into our last couple rehearsals before they perform. And Bruce is going to be less willing to let you come in and take up the band's time. Because now they're on crunch time. They're trying to make everything happen at
Can
the last
I do
minute.
the concert if I just learn these songs?
No, because they're going to be playing it for the concert. They're the actual kids that are in the band. I can't usurp them.
If one decides not to show up,
Yeah, it's a little bit different if one of them bails. You could fill. But there's no guarantee of that. They might all show up, and if they all show up, then you don't get anything.
I'm just gonna watch.
So, the point is to get you to play.
No, but if they all show up,
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna still watch the performance.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll be there too. So, but if I really think that we should get this not by next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. If we can get it by then, I think that's probably the last Tuesday that I can comfortably slip you in without Bruce or John being like, "What the heck is going on here? We got a concert coming up. Why are we bringing in a new guy to just kind of sit in and have some fun with us?" You know what I mean? They're too stressed to be thinking about anybody else coming in and having fun. Okay? So, let's plan on that. Can we shoot for that day?
Tuesday.
Not
Two
this
Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
No.
So it's a week and a half. So 1 week, I'll see you again next Thursday, and then it'll be the Tuesday after that. So you'll get one more lesson with me, but other than that, you'll have to practice at home.
If
Okay?
it gets raining like this, yeah.
Great, sure.
I'm also gonna
So,
have the most time to practice.
priorities. Because you can play all the parts individually. The priorities are the transitions.
Spain. I need to work on Spain and Manteca. It's the song, and then I kind of lose it. You know, like I'm going, and then I lose because it's by Rich. She's like,
It's
two, one,
some
two,
hard stuff.
1, 2.
It gets crazy. Okay?
Like I'd be happy to just sit out and do the cowbell.
I have Angel doing the cowbell in Manteca right now.
And
I got Jimmy with his shaker. Although for him it's more like drives me
How
crazy.
big is the shaker?
it's like that big around, and there's the part on top. So you hold it like this.
I'll do it.
It's a big gourd with beads. And then I have Sonia on a Wiro.
On a what?
A Wiro.
What's a Wiro?
It's like well, hers is metal. I hate how it sounds. I might bring my wooden one because I can't stand it.
Your little wood frog.
Yeah, it's a little wooden thing, and it's got these bumps on it. So you take a stick and you rub it against it, and it's got ridges on it, so it goes. And then.
I
like that.
like those.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. So
Except
they're
when they
doing all
sound
that
like
for
that.
Manteca. So
Yeah,
okay,
Wait, who's playing Manteca again?
Gabe. Gabe is doing Manteca and Chameleon. Angel is doing Spain and Ellington.
Yeah.
Jimmy is doing Speak No Evil and Blue Monk.
So I think if Gabe should have an easy time on Chameleon.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so let's take this back. Try, if you can, to get a simple fill in between sections. Here's the deal. If you miss, if you go for a fill and whoops, we're back in the new section, you accidentally went a little bit too long. You accidentally went a little bit too short. Just jump back in where you can. Don't freak out about it. It's all good, okay? I just want you to try. You might feel it more naturally than I think you will, but we'll see. Let's give it a shot. I'll even try to help you with time. But then, boom. It doesn't have to be harder than that. That's enough. So if you get comfortable doing that, and you go, oh, now that I can do that, ba 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 boom da, and you want to change it up, okay, sure. But for right now, that's enough. Yeah?
Is that a good transition?
Yeah, you let the band know. Here we go. Boom. Yeah. That's perfectly acceptable. Perfectly acceptable. If that's what you got to do right now, I'm all about it, okay? Good. Hello? We want right about there.
Yes. That's what you got to keep practicing. Make that real clean, so that you know right where everything's coming back in. If you can anticipate where the downbeat is, you're doing better than more than half the kids in the class. If we hit this ba 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 or ba da 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 da, there it is, ba 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 da 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 da, right there. There's this big open space. Oh, I don't know. Da 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 da. Right? They don't know. A lot of them are not going to come in right where that's supposed to be. So if you know where it is, you're doing better than most of them. You have to try to help them. Help them hear where that is. Ra da 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 da. Yeah, that kind of thing. That's what's going to help them a lot. Da 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 da. Boom 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 boom. Right? So simple is better because that it's clear.
They know right where they're supposed to be. Okay?
You're making me sing Spain in life, and it's ruining my emo mood. You ruined me.
After we get through this, because of how hard this has been, because originally I was gonna have you do all this other stuff, and then all of that went out the window, and we started doing this. So I did promise you Mercy Mercy, which is the funk tune. So we can do Mercy Mercy. We can also do some kind of,
Like
All American Rejects, Breaking Benjamin kind of
Face
thing.
down type thing.
Yeah,
He was supposed to
that
record
kind of
last
thing. We can do
month.
something like that. You'll have earned it. Yeah.
alright, let's do it.
Because this is not yet. We got to get through this.
For
So
like 5 minutes.
No, keep.
all right. So I
Headphones
want
back
to
on,
hear Manteca because I think Ellington is also mostly good.
Uh-oh.
All right. Actually, we're really barely even using this much of it. So.
So it was just the first thing in Manteca?
Mhm.
On the first day of Christmas, it's really good to me.
Do I have it in here? Nope. Okay, they do this intro.
Uh-oh.
One, two, three, four. So, really cool of you to copy what's happening here. In their version, though, that's when you jump into the soca. Ba do 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 ba boom. Do 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 ba boom. Okay.
Wait, Soca?
Yeah.
Song.
Oh, sorry, Songo. Yeah,
I don't even know the Soca.
Yeah, you do.
I think you do. If not, you could learn it in 30 seconds. It's
Not
way
even
too
that.
easy for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that obviously sounds good. You were hanging on to that you were right with them. You were playing it in time. Good. Here's a trick. If you find that the band is really struggling to stay with you, open the hi-hat on 1. Because that's very much like, here's beat 1.
Like
1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Yeah. Okay? So, then what's going to happen is that's going to go on for a while. Boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop. They're going to do that for a long time. And then what'll happen is they'll kind of count it down, and then they'll have one. They're going to hit a note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum, button, bada. And then that's when you'll move over to the bell. You'll continue to do the same thing, and that's the main riff. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba ba. So let me find where that is. There it is. There it is. Still songo. So when it's comfortable enough, you can break the songo. But for right now, let's get a structure. Yeah?
I was just doing that because they're gonna hit it.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I won't interrupt you. I'll let you go. Let's see what comes out. One, two, three, four. Yep. So that's it. So 2 times through that. Bum ba ba da ba ba da ba ba bum ba ba da ba ba da ba ba bum ba ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba ba da ba ba. They do that again. Then you get the swing.
Yeah, and then you go into that.
And then you do that for 16 bars. Then
So 32.
so then you go back to the head. Solos. And then you're just chilling for a while. Okay? So here's the deal. I liked that enough. It's a little bit so you're getting all of the hits, which is good.
Yay!
It's the stuff in the middle that's a little bit weird. So if you want to do some kind of a bayao sort of thing, if you want to do songo in between, if you even I don't know that just a swing is good enough, but something in between. The other thing is that I don't recommend that you because there's a difference between the big hits and the little hits. So is the way that I would recommend that. Crash, ba-da, crash, ba-da, crash, ba-da, crash, crash. Can you try that? So you can either do it with one hand, and you can go, or you can do 2 hands, however you want to do it. So, when we get to that, can you do it that way? Yeah? Let's give it one more shot. Am I running out of time? Yeah, I am. Okay. We're already over, but whatever.
Last.
You started going great. Alright. Okay. So mess with that. Again, the priority is to make things as clean as possible, not as loud or as impressive as possible. I know.
So,
I didn't say a lot about your volume there.
yeah.
Because that's a big one. In fact, Bruce today was getting on Gabe's case because Gabe was playing it way too timid.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that's like the best.
You won't have that problem with him.
So I doubt it. I never know because he's in an unfamiliar environment. So it might change things a little bit, but for the most part, the moment he starts to feel comfortable, the volume will come up. So I doubt you will have a problem with timidity too much. Maybe right at first. And Manteca is one of those. As long as you come way down for the swing section. Right? That's gonna come way down. If you're slamming that too, then there's no dynamic contrast, right? Okay.
That's how I live.
So-
Dynamic contrast.
Not
No,
really.
you don't.
Actually, you live up here.
Yes.
So contrast means you are here and here. I don't hear this very much. Contrast
Exactly.
is that's not contrast. You live on max volume. You live with the caps lock on.
I know.
He's screaming on his text messages.
I live
You live
with
up
no
here.
contrast.
There, no contrast. Yes.
No.
That's what I
Oh, I thought you said
No, I thought you
live
said
in
contrast, too.
contrast. I was like,
Oh.
no. No. You don't do contrast.
So cool,
very
dude.
much.
We've got your
Okay,
charts now.
So I have all of these charts. These are actually my copies. I can make you copies. How do you want copies of all of it? Is all of it going to be helpful?
It will help. It will help me.
Chameleon.
Chameleon.
It will help me though when I work
Okay.
with them.
All right, then let's go.